Good morning, everybody. What is going on? It's 45 minutes to deadline. Yes, I am. I know people are thinking I'm just saying this for, just to build some hype. I'm still thinking about wildcarding, which with 45 minutes to go is probably not a great idea, but I'm still thinking about it. How are we? Lots of De Bruyne questions, I'm sure, today. Lots of Spurs stuff as well. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat as we go. I've spent 8 points. Let's just jump into it. This is the team. Oh, why do I always do that? This is the team for 8 points. Yeah, it's. I just don't know. 8 points. Like, I'm already 8 points down, and my team could be better. How am I feeling after last night? Knackered. I was up at 6:30 to go to Tesco this morning. The thing is that I wouldn't obviously wildcard like, oh, okay, now I'm going to wildcard. I haven't thought about it. Like I know exactly the team I would make. So yeah, great scout. Thanks for those that watched Breakfast Club. Yeah, I mean, so I took the -4 Morpay and Ayling in. I'm both the -8. I'm at least playing all 3 players. I'm going to bench Luca Dean this week, I think. Playing Liverpool, so we'll see. I'll quickly bring up the wildcard team on screen. I can't do it, can I? I just can't do it. Let me just bring up the team. What it would be. I mean, getting rid of Foden and Jimenez. I'd probably get rid of... I should have had this set up already. I was just streaming, so I couldn't do it. But I had... I'd probably get rid of Steer just because... like, what's the point in having him in case I want triple Aston Villa? What the hell, like? What the hell? Probably get Dallas. Maybe I'm in the slight mistake with Ayling, but I don't think there's enough in it to like worry about it. Lamptey. Why would I wildcard? To stop 8 points. To stop the 8 points that I've spent and change it. You can't wildcard, you talk us out of it every week this time before the deadline. Yeah, but I wouldn't like, if you've just suddenly decided it's 40 minutes before the deadline, I'm going to wildcard now, and if you've not thought about the team at all, then yeah, I definitely wouldn't wildcard. But I've like thought quite heavily about this. So with this team, can I show you with the money on? With this team, you have 8.1 to spend. So I could change my pay to Antonio, but I just don't fancy doing that. Not for the next 3. Crystal Palace, West Brom, Spurs. So something like that. Or you just get Grealish in that spot. And be done with it. Get Jackie Boy Grealish and maybe do size to, I don't know, someone else around 5.5 million. Chilwell maybe. Last minute wildcard stress. It's not. I mean, the stress is choosing whether to hit the button. The actual wildcard team is pretty easy, I think. I mean, the amount of times I've used my wildcard this early. I think my best season I used it in Gameweek 5 when I bought in the Wolves boys. But Arcane and Son suddenly the best players in the game. I'd have to hold them for 4 weeks, obviously. It's the fact that, I mean, the thing is with the wildcard, it already cancels the 8 points straight away, right? So if things get so bad towards game week 19, I've got 8 points to spend, I guess, at least. Bale is expected to start. I don't know if that's necessarily true. But basically, from how many players, like, okay, let's just put the whole team together, right? Let's just say I go for Jack. Although Jack Grealish is such a knee-jerk decision, isn't it? It really, really is. But the fixtures are really good, right? For a while. Oh no. Okay, still there. It's not there. I've screwed it up. I've hit the wrong bloody button. Now I've got to do all that again. Hang on a sec. Let me get rid of Jimenez. Basuma can stay. Spurs. Imagine if Spurs blanked. Be an absolute nightmare. Let me try and not do that again because that's super annoying. And when I've done this, I'll go through the players I would definitely be happy with changing and ones I'm not too sure about. Grealish. Dallas. Who's... Oh, yeah, Lamptey. Lamptey. So this is the team with 1 million in the bank, right? So let's go through. So who's new in? Morpay, Kane, Son, Grealish, Lamptey, Dallas, Martinez. Seven new players. Who am I taking? Let me bring up my other team, 'cause I can't remember who's in my team. Who am I taking out who could hurt me, right? So, I mean, I've already got Morpay in, I guess. But I had Shaw and Che Adams. I'm taking out Foden, Jimenez, Luka Dean. Get your boy Che Adams in. Hell no. 3 Brighton players. Yeah, 3 Brighton players, true. But Morpay or Kane would be Antonio down the line. Right? That's kind of guaranteed, you know? Like Kane and Grealish to Antonio and Man City mid. It's kind of okay. Plus, I've got 1 million in the bank. Senor Sarcasm looking to wildcard out McCarthy. Why are you looking to get rid of Trent? James, De Bruyne, Podence, Werner, Mitrovic, De Meslier, Luka Dean, Justin, Sterling, Rodriguez, Kane, Bruce. I mean, there's a much better team. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to wildcard out Luka Dean. I just feel like 6 million is probably a bit too much to spend. But yeah, of course, I wouldn't get rid of Trent personally, but that's just me. But the players you're looking in look good. You're bringing in look good. Damien, how's it going? 1 Chelsea mid for 3 to 4 games. Mount, Havertz, Pulisic. I'd just go Pulisic, I think. Definitely not Mount. The thing is, the team is much better, but it's much better for this week, right? If Kane and Son blank, it suddenly looks like an absolutely awful team. You know what I'm saying? No Chelsea, correct. No Chelsea. I mean, I can get Pulisic in. I can do Grealish to Pulisic and Morpay to Antonio, or drop Trent to, I don't know, whoever, like Robertson. So I can get Pulisic. In terms of percentages, how close do I feel to hit the button? Pretty close, I'll be honest. I feel like it's higher than 50%. Part of me is just like, just get the wild card out of the way. I don't know, it's such a stressful thing to have it. The only thing that's in the back of my mind is, I made the early transfer knowing it was a risk, and if I hadn't made that early transfer, I would just do De Bruyne and Che Adams to whoever, Son and probably Morpay or something like that again. So my hand is forced by making that early transfer. Harren, how's it going? De Bruyne, Mitrovic and Podence out for Kane, Rodriguez and Romeo. As long as you don't have to play Romeo every week, then yeah, I think that's fine. I wouldn't want to play him every week. If Kane's Son blank, it's an easy switch. I know, but then I've just wildcarded to 2 players I'm looking to switch out. Isn't Foden a better option than Grealish? Potentially. Depends on your viewpoint. Foden is not someone that I would want to hold long term, I don't think. Like Jimenez, for example. I mean, he's got Newcastle and Crystal Palace at home next to. He could still be a good hold. This is why we had the back pocket wildcard to fix mistakes. Yeah, for sure. But I don't... Yeah. I mean, that's not really what a wild card should be. I don't think. Is the Spurs double up better than Son and Sterling? It's cheaper. For a start. We don't know about Vardy. He may or may not start. Like, I wish I could tell you more, but I know as much as you do. He's got that calf strain. Will he start? Who knows? Who knows? So I'm looking at Jimenez. Ba-da-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Leicester have so many defenders out. Surely Grealish returns. Yeah, I don't know what to make of him, to be honest. When I think about this team, right, which players are knee-jerk? Maybe Kane, but I mean, I've been saying Kane's been looking better for a while. Son, I mean, I've talked about him loads. Grealish is definitely a knee-jerk, right? I'm not completely happy about him. But the fixtures are good, right? What's my opinion about Patrick Van Arnold for Crystal Palace? Have good fixtures and the rumours that he will play on the wing. I mean, will he though? It's just a guess, I guess. No one knows that for sure. If he does, I guess it makes him a bit of a better option. But I think isn't he like 5.4 million? I don't know. I'm just not really that interested. I don't think. I love these streams. The nervous feeling before the deadline. I know. Is me? Okay. What's the situation with Zaha? I mean, isn't he a bit like Vardy? He's got like a bit of a knock, so we just don't know if he's going to play. Grealish looks good, is in form, just like Calvert-Lewin. Would you call it a knee-jerk getting Calvert-Lewin? No, but I mean, Calvert-Lewin's done it for like four games in a row now. Grealish did it against Liverpool. What's Grealish done apart from that Liverpool game? 2 blanks, right? Oh no, he scored in the game before. My bad. What does knee-jerk mean? Knee-jerk. 3 Brighton players. Is that a mistake? No, I don't think it is. That's a pretty nice team, right? I do lock myself out of getting Pulisic, though, without making a double move. Although, like I said, Grealish and Morpay to Antonio and Pulisic is on. That is possible. When would I even want Pulisic, really? Maybe not till game week 7 or beyond. Fixtures aren't amazing, are they, really, for Pulisic? Am I sure Rodriguez will start? I'm pretty confident he will start. Our chat's not moving on the street. Do you know what? I'm just getting rid of it. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Matthew, thanks very much. Appreciate it. I saw a question from someone I wanted to answer, and now I've lost it. You did De Bruyne to Son already. You have Cheyan as a winner, which take a hit to get him out. I don't have Calvert-Lewin or Ings. Would you get rid this week? I mean, if you haven't already done the Calvert-Lewin move, you could just wait, but you're probably going to want him at some point, even though his price has gone up, to be honest. Okay, maybe Liverpool's a tricky game, but yeah, you're going to want him at some point. If not this week, next week. If you're wildcard, why not just get Pulisic in? Yeah, of course, but like, is he going to start? How many minutes is he going to play? He plays Man United away the week after. I don't know if there's a massive rush to get him. Will he even be the best option? I mean, I've got Kane in this wildcard draft. I could drop down to Werner if Werner's a good option. I should really hang on. Can I do this? Does this work? Let me see. This is the team I currently have, right? So this is my -8 team. This is the wildcard team. So this is my current team as it stands right now. I would definitely go for Son over Fernandes for a De Bruyne replacement, Gavin. Thanks very much for that. I got no interest in Fernandes at all. Zero interest. Oaken, how's it going? Trossard and Brewster. Or more pay plus 4.5 million mid. Good question. I think it depends a lot on your structure going forward. Like for me, one of the reasons I got more pain is because I'm going to want Antonio at some point. So it depends. If you're not really bothered about that and you've got 2 other strikers you want, maybe Trossard. I mean, Trossard and Brewster is a bit cheaper. And Brewster, you could even play him this week if you wanted to. Will Vardy play? I have Watkins and Calvert-Lewin. I don't know. I don't know is the honest answer. He's got a calf strain. Like, he's the kind of player that if he can play, he will play. But nobody knows. If you've got a good bench, maybe you could risk keeping him. But like beyond that, I wish I could help, but I just don't know. I know exactly what you know. Where is this? Son, Kane, Salah, Mahrez, Calvert-Lewin, the better captain. I think I would go Kane, then Son or Salah, very similar. Not the other two for me. Captain Grealish or Son? Son for sure. I mean, okay, so on that point there, that I'm just going to wildcard soon anyway. This is the team right now as it stands. I've got 2.4 million in the bank, right? This is my team. So next week I could just get Kane in for Jimenez. And really, the only difference between this team and the one and this team, then, so let's say I do Jimenez to Kane next week. Then the only difference is Foden and Grealish. Right? I don't think anything else is different. I mean, I've got Ayling instead of Dallas, whatever. Is that worth 8 points? That's the question. And then I've got Luca Dean to come back in next week. I can still get Kane. The only thing is I've got to keep Foden instead of Grealish. Like, is that worth it? Jeez, there are almost 5k people watching. Crazy. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. I think actually I've I listen to Andy more than my wife. You shouldn't do that. Start Sace or Dallas. I'd actually be tempted to start Dallas, to be honest. Now I've just looked at that. The fact that I can just get Kane next week and I've still got my wild card intact. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. But obviously I saved the 8 points as well. But am I always going to be a step behind? Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm. I don't know. That when I put it like that to myself, I kind of less likely to want to do it. I mean, McCarthy in goal is not necessarily ideal. Maybe get a few clean sheets over the next 3 or 4. Why are you not playing Luca Dean? I get the Derby thing, but surely you got him in for attack and returns. Yeah, of course, but Ayling is also in for attack and returns and defensive returns as well. And I think he's got a better fixture. Is De Bruyne worth selling for a -4? I mean, I have done that, so I guess I would say yes. You have Salah or Son. I mean, it depends who else you got, really, doesn't it? Sterling, maybe. I mean, it depends. Again, it depends who you got on your bench too. If you've got a good bench option, you've already got 2 players you're happy with. Maybe you just keep him. But he could miss next week as well. So Sterling, Mane, Grealish, Pulisic, if you want to take a punt. Tian, how's it going? Would you play Lamptey or Brewster? 4-4-2. I play Brewster, I think. Like I know, like I've probably been a bit more down on Brewster than a lot of people. I still think he's a good option to play this week if you haven't got a better option. Like playing a defender away to Crystal Palace versus playing Brewster at home and attacker to Fulham. I'd definitely play Brewster. Play Justin or start Claire. I'd start the midfielder, I think. I think Leicester got a lot of problems or a lot of injuries or doubts. I guess you're gambling on Kane blanking and a -8 paying off. Well, Kane blanking and Jimenez doing something, I guess, yeah. I don't necessarily think Kane is going to blank, to be honest. But is that worth a wild card? That's the thing. I shouldn't have taken the hit, right? Lesson learned. Regulon worth a look in over Chilwell? Yes, I think so. I think Regulon's just got 4 better fixtures. And Chilwell, there's still doubts. Like, Thiago Silva's not playing this week. Mendy's not playing this week either. I mean, long-term Chilwell might be the better pick, but I actually quite like the idea of punting on Regulon right now. Your team is almost identical to mine. No wildcard this week. I just have Antonio instead of Kane and 4 million in the bank. Wow. Seriously thinking I'm missing out not having Villa defenders. I don't think Villa defenders are the be-all and end-all, to be completely honest with you. Thomas Rodriguez or Pulisic on wildcard, made money on J-Rod. I think I would keep James Rodriguez. What has he done wrong to deserve being sold? Don't hit the wildcard button if you haven't already done so. Yeah, but that's like people saying it at like 10-2 when I don't even know if they've thought about who they would bring in. Pranav, thanks very much. Play Sice or Brewster. Brewster, Captain Son or Salah. I mean, I think Son and Salah is very close this week. I may even switch back to Salah. That's who I had it on when De Bruyne first got injured. But then I brought Son in. And I switched the captaincy. Salah's obviously got penalties. But I don't know. I think Everton definitely a harder team to play against. I'm not necessarily buying all this West Ham good defensive talk. Not tempted to go with Luca Dean over Ayling, given that you've got Jimenez as well as Salah. I don't get that. I mean, I expect Salah to score more than Jimenez, so I would play the defender against Jimenez maybe. That's my current thinking anyway. I think they're both good for attack and returns, hopefully. I just think Aiden's got a better chance of a clean sheet. I'm not happy with Jimenez at all, to be honest. Although I did only change Ailing and Luca Dean this morning. I think the one thing to like kind of, I don't know, clarify, reaffirm, whatever. It's not really wildcarding just for Kane, right? Because I've already made 3 transfers and taken a -8. So technically, I'd be wildcarding for 4 players plus a couple more. I think, okay, I've already lost the points, but I could not lose them. Does that make sense? So it's not just for Kane. It's for Kane, Son, Morpay, Dallas, Grealish, who take or leave, to be honest, right now. Will Abraham start as striker since Ziyech and Pulisic are back, or will Werner start up front? I mean, long term, I'm assuming Werner will start up front and Ziyech and Pulisic will flank. But this week, we could see Abraham start again. We just don't know 100%. This is the wildcard team. I mean, with the 1 million, I'd be tempted to change Sice to like one of the 5.5, like Chilwell or someone like that. But part of me just thinks keep the money. Play Lamptey or Dallas. I would, if I haven't got a Wolves attacker, I'd probably play Dallas. If I have, maybe try and go for the highest ceiling and go for Lamptey. Stick to the plan. I don't know if there is a plan. I don't know if there is a plan at the moment, to be honest with you. If I was wildcard, I would definitely go Martinez, I think, over McCarthy. And it has go. I'm risking it with Vardy, putting Son as captain tough, but I will not choose because Salah and Calvert-Lewin have the derby. Yeah, fair enough. I think the thing with Vardy is if you've got a free transfer, I would be tempted to move him on because after this week, I don't think you're going to really want him for that much money. Just faking you won't change just money. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I'm getting paid for not wildcarding or wildcarding. Like, so I don't really get that, to be honest. Mistake removing Luca Dean, maybe. But I fully expect Liverpool to score. So, and I don't know if I'm as confident with Wolves. I'm not saying Wolves won't score, but surely there's less of a chance, right? Start Basuma or a 4-point hit for De Bruyne to Son. I mean, I was in that scenario and I basically took the hit. My captain Grealish, Leicester defence is all injured. I get it, but Grealish surely not a captain option. Surely not. I mean, fair enough if it comes off. Kane or Salah. I honestly, I'd be tempted to captain Kane if I had him. Maybe I will have him. Maybe I will. Mistake bringing in Fernandes. Possibly. I mean, we might keep getting penalties. Who knows? Who's the striker for Man United is an interesting question. We don't really know, to be honest. A lot of speculation that Greenwood will play up front, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Brewster over James, hedging bets with 5 players, 1 game. Brewster over James, you could maybe do it, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if you get punished for doing that. Jordy Kev, how's it going? Vardy, Son, Rodriguez for captain. I mean, Vardy might not play. Rodriguez is coming back from internationals. He's playing Liverpool. It's got to be Son, hasn't it? It's not a tough decision, that one for me. Best Barnes alternative, thinking Trossard, Barkley or Solly March. Great numbers, trust me. I know. Would you not just keep Barnes for this week, though? Keep Barnes for the Villa game, then reassess. I'd like to see Barkley one more time before I commit, to be honest. Yeah, give the video a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be here every single deadline on this channel. This is my real team. This is my actual team from -8 that's on screen right now. I think I'm going to captain Werner. I'm a Chelsea fan. I can't let him go. I tell you now, as a Man United fan who's got plenty of Man United players in when I shouldn't have, don't let your heart rule your head. Not saying don't captain Werner, but don't do it just because you're a Chelsea fan. De Bruyne is out for some games, is what Pep said. So it could be 1, could be 2, could be more. But the fact that he actually said he was out makes me think it's maybe a little bit worse than he's letting on. But I don't know for sure. Don't know for sure. Is Burke definitely out with Brewster coming in? Not guaranteed, no. Any chance you're buying any of the box office games? Not a chance, no. I don't think so anyway. We'll see. We'll see how many of the Man United games are on there, but 15 quid for one game. I'm not having it. Your 17k overall rank, it's my first season playing. Is that good? Yeah, of course it's good. You get your 8 points back plus 7 new players you want down the line. Whether I want them or not is a different story. But yeah, and your captain came and you save yourself all this angst in future weeks. Yeah, I mean, I do subscribe to the fact that sometimes not having a wild card just makes it a little bit less stressful every week. But then that's not actually a good reason to play a wild card. Like just because it's just because a wild card is annoying to have, doesn't mean you should use it. No Calvert-Lewin on a wild card, is it risky? I mean, they were discussing this on Black Box last night about whether Calvert-Lewin you could go without him. I mean, he has risen to like 7.6 million. You know, maybe there's an argument you've missed the boat with him, but I just feel like he's going to keep scoring for the whole season, and you're going to have this dilemma all season. Well, okay, 7.6, but now he's gone up to 8. Should I get him? Well, now he's up at 8.5. It's too late, and then end of the season, it's like, well, one of the issues I had this season was I didn't jump on Calvert-Lewin early enough. So I think at 7.6, he's still worth going for, but he is getting to a price, I guess, where he's got to do something special. I think he scored a couple of times without getting bonus points, which is a bit frustrating. FPL Blackpool is like a podcast. So they did a live stream last night. Go and check it out with Az and Mark. You can just search for it on YouTube. Son or Salah explain. That's the second time you've done it in capital letters, and now you've put a couple of exclamation marks on there. I like it. On a scale of 0 to Az, how likely are you to wildcard? Az won't even send me his team. I messaged him this morning. I said, how is the head? He said, I don't know what's worse, making drunk changes or making hungover changes. He said, what did he say? I don't even want to show you my team. No way am I doing Breakfast Club. That's what he sent me. Fair enough, really. I mean, having your wildcard scrutinised is pretty difficult because everyone has their own opinion. Like, think how many people have said to me, do it. Think how many people have said, don't do it, etc. I just need to check something in a second. Reece, you've taken 2 hits, still minus 8 points for wildcard. No, if you wildcard, the points hits get wiped. So no panic about that. Bring back Grealish and Kane. Oh, they're back. They're back. They are back. 1 million in the bank, though. I'm not sure about that. Do I keep it for a rainy day? Or do I just do size to regular or something like that? Danny, Sterling, Pulisic or Grealish instead of De Bruyne. I plan on using my wildcard soon and have all 3 players in consideration. Maybe Pulisic before the price. Right? Is he actually rising in price? I mean, it depends how soon you're doing. Like, if it's in like 3 weeks, like maybe just get Sterling, because Arsenal and West Ham away, pretty decent fixtures, right? Many are asking between Son and Kane captaincy. I actually think I'd probably side with Kane just about. Don't think there's a lot in it. But I think about it. Get rid of Sice. The thing with Sice is he's only 5 million for me, right? If I spend the extra 0.5, I feel like that might... I think the problem I've got with Luka Dean right now is he's 6 million. That's annoying me having so much money wrapped up. And I feel like if I go 5.5, that's also going to annoy me a bit. He's got Leeds away, Newcastle home, Crystal Palace at home, Leicester away, Southampton home. And the fixtures are good for Wolves. What do you think about Sterling for there? I mean, as a general rule, I love Sterling. I really like him against Arsenal. The fact that De Bruyne is out is a bit annoying, but if you've got him, yeah, happy days, I think. Kane is going to score a hat-trick of penalties. I don't think so. I need to... let me see. Where was that message? My God, the chat is moving so fast. I can't see anything. I need to start putting mod on people so I can see their names easier. Don't try typing with a 3-year-old on the loose. £75 max for all sports channels, Prem games, and no brainer hit me. Huh? I don't know what that's about. You talk about Arsenal like we are some mid-table team. I know Arsenal fans don't like me talking about Arsenal, but defensive-wise, not good. Haven't been good for a while. Arteta has not made you better. I mean, maybe like literally in the results, but in terms of underlying numbers, not been good. Get a good result today. No Aguero, probably. No De Bruyne. Maybe that'll help Arsenal, but I think it's a good matchup. I thought you said you would replace Mitchell on the wildcard. Probably not, to be honest. I kind of like having the value by just having him in the team. If he loses his place, so be it, you know? Oh, Jesus. Here's what happened when Gareth Bale and Kane last played alongside each other. Oh, Jesus. What was the score? Oh, they lost 2-1. Okay. That was a long time ago, of course. Arsenal fans do get annoyed when I speak about their team. Most players, like if I say, "Oh, this team's rubbish defensively," I never get many comments. But you say that about Arsenal, always someone, "Oh, you don't know what Arsenal's like." Someone like made a really long comment, like betting me how many clean sheets they would keep, and I don't think they've kept any in the games. They didn't keep one against Sheffield United, against West Ham, against Liverpool. Kane and St. Maximin or Werner and Trossard. I mean, I prefer the Kane one, but not necessarily with St. Maximin. I'd try and eke some more money out of there. Had a dream Rashford did well in for De Bruyne captain. I mean, I wouldn't rely on your dreams necessarily, but good luck with it. I'm captaining Son unless a wild card, and then I'm captaining Kane. Harry Kane. Out dropping the door at dance class. Have you rigged up on the car speakers? I hope she can't hear, because this is probably the last thing she wants to hear is me just talking rubbish about my wild card. Won't Partey improve them defensively? Maybe. Who knows? Tierney's back as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 changes and no -8. Imagine if I wildcard and Foden and Jimenez go nuts. That would be the lowest, the roughest of the rough. Kilman is a rational backer. We don't know if Kilman's going to keep playing. He probably's not going to. Like, what has Sice done wrong? Barkley, Antonio, Pulisic. Barkley, Antonio, Pulisic, or Sterling, Basuma, Brewster. I mean, if you have to play all three of them, then 100% the first option, because you don't want to be playing Basuma and Brewster every week. 10 to 11. We've only got 10 minutes left. You're leaving your wild. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to do it. I'm kind of tempted just to hit the button. I can't get rid of James Rodriguez though, by the way. I just can't do it. Had him in for too long. But maybe he's my way to get into Chelsea. I do think I'm going to wildcard. I'm not like I know people are like trying to build it up as like this suspenseful thing, but you know what I mean? If I wasn't streaming right now, I still wouldn't have hit it. I'd still be thinking about it. The only difference is I wouldn't be doing it in front of like 5,000 people. Almost forgot the deadline is 1:30. No, it's not. It's 11. Yeah, but you did make me look though. I was thinking, Everton, Liverpool first up. The relief once I wildcard would be so good though, but then once Jimenez and Foden get hat tricks, it'd be a nightmare. You know you want City players in a couple of weeks. I will want City players in a couple of weeks, but I'll want Sterling or De Bruyne or maybe even Aguero. I won't want Mahrez or Foden, I don't think. Maybe I will. Maybe they'll make me live to regret it, but it's all this talk about is, it's bringing in Harry Maguire at the last minute, etc. I mean, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. Like I could have rung this team off to you like straight away. It's not like I've just literally thought about playing this right now. Seiss is probably the only concern, but I just don't think he's done anything wrong to warrant getting rid of. I just don't think I want the extra 0.5 million there. I'm just trying to think ahead to how I would get in. Like, let's say I went Antonio. Let's say I did want to keep more pay, which I'm not 100% sure about. Yeah, I mean that's. Hang on a second. Reguilon, where are you? Reguilon. Well, that still gives me enough for Sterling. That's my route back to Sterling. Interesting. So I can still do that. Now this is last minute changes. This is last minute panic, by the way. Chris, thanks very much. Vardy bench, Maximilian. I could regret this. You could definitely regret it. Why would you not just play Vardy and then if he doesn't play, Sir Maximin comes in? You can't think that Sir Maximin is a better option than Jamie Vardy. Surely we've not got to that point. Going against all his principles. What principles? I don't have principles. Tian, Justin or Lamptey, likelihood of clean sheet. I'd probably go Lamptey. Honestly, I don't know. I worry about Leicester this week. Diddle-doo-doo. Get Seiss on wildcard. I've already got Seiss. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I think I'm hitting the button. Do. Excuse me. Yeah, if Vardy doesn't play, the midfielder will do it. What has Seiss done wrong? I think I really like the idea of going for Reguilon, but as a bit of a differential. But what has Seiss done wrong, you know? Do. Should I captain Kane, Son, Cavalier? So I'm gonna. If I had all those, I'd have Kane. Stop answering our questions and sort your own team out. Right, we're wildcarded. We're going to captain Kane. We're going to vice captain Son. And then we're going to panic about Sice for a bit longer. Reality TV at its best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, Forster in goal. Hell no, thank you very much. Well, it's done now. There ain't no going back. Let's hope game week 19 isn't as much of a nightmare as we think. So at least that's no hit this week. At least that's no 8-point hit. I mean, I think if Wolves had worse fixtures, I'd be tempted to make the switch to Regulon. I've changed keepers. Chill out. The stream's on a delay. Do you know what the one reason maybe not to go Regulon is? It blocks Gareth Bale. What if I want Gareth Bale? Triple up on Spurs. I spent all previous deadline day streams telling everyone it's crazy. It's crazy to wildcard if you've not thought about it. I've thought about this team for 2 weeks. Yeah, if it's 10 to 11 and you suddenly decide you're going to wildcard and you've not put any thought into it, that is crazy. But I'm pretty calm. I knew what this team would be. Maximin or Podence? Maximin, I think. Nori from Wolves. It's just we just don't know if he's going to play or not. Yeah, and how it's going to work. Regulon's a little bit more exciting than Sice. Sice? West Ham, Burnley, Brighton, West Brom. My only worry with tripping up on Spurs, when I get to this bit here, it's going to get really ugly. But then again, I guess Sice is in the same situation, right? I won't necessarily want Sice here. Do-do-do-do. 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 Chilwell or James Chilwell? I don't know if I'd necessarily make the switch if I had James already, but yeah. Imagine the FPL site crashing now. That would be a nightmare. It would be a nightmare. Although I've got my team locked in, so hopefully I'm okay. Lamptey better bloody play. Do I really want a kind of triple up on Spurs here? Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. What about Chilwell? Yeah, Chilwell's an option too. I do like Chilwell. I talked a lot about Chilwell pre-season. I just worry a little bit about the goalie situation. The fixture's probably a little bit better. Have Son and Kane. Son's been resting for 2 weeks, but Kane has pens. He played for England, so might captain Sonaldo. Go for it. Go for it. See if we can get this locked in on time. Right, we're in. We're in. We are tripled up on Spurs. What the hell has happened? Now that's a bit of a panic. That's a bit of a panic. Regulon in for Sice. Job done. Kane captain. Son vice captain. Regulon is in. Dallas is in. Martinez is in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 new players. Maybe Sice is going to score a bloody goal now, isn't he? But let's see. There we go. Oh, just going to relax now. Maybe go to sleep. Why not? It's a be good viewing for people. We're locked in. Now we panic. You know what's going to happen now in a few weeks? I'm gonna really need that 0.5 million, and I'm gonna really want Gareth Bale. Talk about last minutes. That's how we do it. By the way, right? People saying things like you're just doing this for like money or views. It'd be much better for me views wise, by the way, to do a wild card way earlier in the week. It would have been much better for me to a wild card at the start of the international break and do a few videos on it than do it just in a deadline like that. What will I do in the next international break? Not make a bloody early transfer. That's for sure. Okay, we've done. We are done. Big risk going regular. What's the risk? I mean, you better keep bloody playing. So now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I still have 4 players in the first game, but I'm okay with that. Regulon and yellow cards. Let's see what happens, all right? Let's see what happens. Let's see as his wild card. Oh, he's not posted it. Oh, he's posted it on coffee. Has he kept Werner? Oh my days. He's kept Werner. He's got Pulisic though, nice. Yeah, I like the Pulisic move instead of James Rodriguez. And he's gone for Semedo. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Lamptey is out. We don't know that for sure. Sice has scored the winner. Don't. I think out of my whole wildcard team, Sice is the one where I think maybe Stream got in my head a bit. Everyone else, I already knew beforehand. You'll regret not captaining Havertz. There is not a chance I regret not putting Havertz in my team. Anyway, Reguilon's just kind of in for the next 4 fixtures. The only thing I will say is I do already think I may have made a mistake on Reguilon because I don't want to spend too many transfers on my defence, right? So maybe that was a mistake, but that's the only one. No Chelsea players. Oof. Yeah, Sice is a bit... Sice normally scores against Leeds. Is that a thing, is it? Yeah, no, Sice may be a panic. I just checked Reguilon's stats, though, quickly. That's what I was doing in the background. So his expected goal involvement's around 0.2 for Sevilla last year. That's pretty good. It's not bad, and I think the next 4 fixtures are good. But yeah, maybe it's a risk... Maybe that was probably the worst move. Wolves could do really well now. Wolves could do really well. Lamptey out confirmed by who? Why are you trying to... I'm not trying to justify it based on just those stats, but I wanted to see how attacking he was. And now he's in a Spurs team with 4 great fixtures. It's not cruel if Sice does something like that. That is probably the one mistake I think I've made, if anything. Anyway, I'm going. Thanks very much. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be back again next deadline without a wild card. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Good luck this week. Fingers crossed this doesn't go massively belly up. You know I'm going to be here regardless, right? Even if it does really badly. Did you really type there? Yeah, that was typing. I just replied to Az's tweet. Right, I'll catch you soon. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye. Enjoy your weekend. See you later. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. See ya.